The Lord said to me, the Eagle prophet, I answered. He said to me that Igbos don't have a vision and Igbos don't have a plan. And I said to myself, how will I do this if Igbos don't have a vision, if Igbos don't have a plan? God begin to speak to me. God show me what is about to happen to this Federal Republic of Nigeria. God tell me what is about to happen and how it's going to happen and when it's going to happen. God said to me, the Eagle prophet, I answered. He began to speak to me. He also tell me about the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God show me what is about to happen and everything concerning him. Remember, anything that will happen, I always give it on prophecy. In Nigeria, we have different languages. How will I speak it to the whole world? And God said I should speak to the whole world that Igbos don't have vision and they don't have plan. And I begin to ask God, how? And God said, during the time of a man who called Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, he was the first president in Nigeria. And when Nnamdi Azikiwe was ruling, he did not finish his tenure. It was an Igbo man that planned a coup. A man called Agi Ironsi. He's from Igbo, from Abia State. He planned a coup, and he's a military man then, and they collected the power from Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. As Agi Ironsi collected the power, Agi Ironsi ruled for 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. It didn't pass 6 months, and they planned a coup and kill him. They collected the power from him. Now, after they collected it, after many years, our lovely father indeed, God, Dr. Chukwemeka Odumegwu, that was during the time of Biafra, that was in 1967, Biafra War started. And the Biafra War ended in 1970. When the Biafra War ended, 2020, because Ojukwu could not achieve his dream, 2003, Ojukwu now come out to contest presidential election. As Ojukwu come out to contest presidential election, that was during second tenure of Obasanjo. Ojukwu did not win the election. And God said to me, have I seen that anything that Igbo people started, they doesn't finish it. They doesn't focus in one thing they're looking for. They doesn't persist and determine and said, come rain, come sun. This is what we are looking for. Do you know an ant? Ant, those small ants that move on ground. When ant is focused to bring a building down, it will bring it down. When ant is focused to bring a tree down, the ant will bring a tree down. It may not be easy at that moment. It may take years, but surely the building or the tree must go down. That is ant for you. God said, I put the spirit of ant in Igbo people, but because they have turned the back of them from the Lord, that is why God ignored Igbos. The Lord began to speak to me because hear this. I want to give a prophecy what is about to happen. But before I will give the prophecy, I'm giving you example of what is happening in Igbo land first. Now hear me clear and hear me well. The Lord said to me, the Eagle prophet, I answered. He said, Christians in Africa, in Nigeria, don't have a vision. They don't have a plan. I said, are Christian again? When God was speaking about Igbos, I told God, but Nnamdi Kanu was Igbo man from Abia State. Eagle prophet of the nations, power no be powder, is also Igbo man from Ebonyi State. I'm from Ebonyi State. And I told God, Nnamdi Kanu is a man that persists in whatever he wants. Now, God said to me, during the time Nnamdi Kanu was agitating, everybody condemned him. Everybody condemned Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody. Today, without Nnamdi Kanu, you will not be able to go to your farm. Fulanis would have taken your land. Today, another day that Igbo people, what they used to deceive Igbo man, they talk that Igbos are the most richest in business. Who says so? Before I will release my prophecy, go to your Google, check this assignment I want to give. Before the prophecy I will release, just hear this. Go to your Google. You will see that the richest businessman in Nigeria, Igbo man is not the first, Igbo man is not the second, Igbo man is not the third. The three richest politicians in Nigeria, Igbo man is not the first, Igbo man is not the second, Igbo man is not the third. The three richest businesswomen in Nigeria, Igbo woman is not the first, Igbo woman is not the second, Igbo woman is not the third. But when Nigeria went to talk, they will tell you that Igbos are business tycoon. Who do this to Igbos? Who do this to Igbos? Now, hear my prophecy and pay attention and hear what God said. Number one prophecy. The Lord said to me, the eagle prophet, I answered. He said, the reason why all the prayers, all the things Christians do concerning Nigeria election, all of you are calling God. All of you are calling God. Look at you. You think you pray? Do you know what called prayer? You that will pray in the morning, in the afternoon, you will commit evil with your mouth. Do you think sin is when you fornicate? No. Do you think sin is when you kill? No. Do you think sin is when you drink? No. Do you think sin is when you go to club? No. Do you think sin is when you do one or the other? The worst sin is a sin that you sin against Holy Spirit. What is the work of the sin of you sin against Holy Spirit? Many of you Christians today have insulted a reverend father. Many of you Christians today have insulted a prophet. Many of you Christians today have insulted a man of God. Many of you Christians today have insulted someone that carry anointing. And who are those people that insulted someone? It is an Igbo man and Igbo woman. All the Igbo young ladies and young boys, what they know how to do on Facebook presently is to be insulting man of God. Do you know that in Nigeria, as you are watching me right now, in Nigeria, I have never seen an Yoruba man or Yoruba woman abuse any man of God from Yoruba land. Check it now. Look at the level of Yorubas. Look at the level of Yorubas. Look at the level of Yorubas ministers, pastors and prophets in Yoruba. All of them have private jet. No man of God in Igbo land have private jet. Who do this to Igbos? Have you seen what I'm saying? As I'm saying it now, even as you're watching me, when I talk power, not be powder, you are angry because you don't know what is called power. They have two types of power. They have power of God and they have powder. But I know you are working with powder. That is why you're not happy with power. Igbo people can accuse any. Now, during the election, you were praying, God to answer you. How can God answer you? When many of you, after praying, you go to native doctor. Many of you, after praying, you walk with darkness. When I give a prophecy, this is what everybody should do for P2B to win the election. Many of you said, I beg, if we do it, how will you know? Did you do it? Now, during the time of election, Igbo people are talking about freedom. Get this, my message. During the time of election, Igbos were talking about freedom, right? P2B now come out to contest presidential election. It's a nice one. It's a good thing. The mind of Igbos were divided. The mind of Igbos changed. That was that Igbos don't have a vision that God said. That was the reason God said Igbos don't have plan. Tell me any man in Igbo land that have any plan for Igbos. Tell me the person name if you are watching this video. There is a young billionaire man. He's a businessman from Anambra Oba. I don't want to mention anybody's name. As the man is a billionaire, what did he do to Nigeria people or to Anambra? He produced alcoholic so that Igbos should drink and kill themselves. No factory, no company. Then, the man that contests presidential election from Igbo land, what have he built as a company in Igbo land? No company in Igbo land. What he produced to Igbos was what is called life, to drink kai kai and kill themselves, alcoholic. He have a mall in Abuja. but he contests a president. No mall in Anambra. He has a mall in Port Harcourt, but he contests a president. Hear me, you that are doing politics. I'm not a politician and I can never be. But I am a prophet of God, because the Bible said in the book of Hosea chapter 12 verse 13, from the mouth of a prophet, God liberate Israelites. If you want the liberation, you need a prophet. Hear me clear and hear me well, and share this video to go viral. Who is that person that will tell you that Igbos have a vision to themselves? Tell me, which vision? How many companies in Igbo land? If it's not our lovely brother Innocent. All the Igbos are abused building a house in Lagos. Very soon, you will run away and leave that your house. Very soon, Igbos in Lagos. I give it on prophecy 2021, right? Watch it and see what is going to happen in Nigeria very soon. I will tell you the date and the time before this prophecy will end. Before this video will end. Now, you need a prophet. Igbo people need a man that hear the voice of God. Igbo people need a man that hear the direction of God. What is the mind of God? What did God said? How are we going to follow it? Simple and short. The hour has come. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in the prison. And nobody is talking about it anymore. You are in your house sleeping, drinking, eating, and you are not being disturbed. During election, you were campaigning, doing campaign. What a disgrace. Why did Igbo people always pursue two things at a time? Why? What will you tell international community? If you talk about Biafra and they will tell you, because you contest president, it didn't reach you. Right? That is the problem.
So, beloved, I believe we all heard what the Eagle prophet has to say concerning Igbos and Nigeria, and he took us back to history. He took us back to memory lane, and he was able to explain a whole lot of things and why Biafra cannot stand, and why the Igbo people cannot succeed, and what they are not really doing. But there are a lot of things he actually says in this video that I just want to give my honest opinion. Like I said, my honest opinion, I'm not coming to tell you whether this ethnic group is good, whether they are not good, whether they are bad, whether what a particular person is doing, whether then agitating for Biafra is good or not. That is not what I do on this channel. I bring prophecies your way from men of God, and also happening things for you to be aware of what is actually happening in Nigeria, around you, in various states, Africa as a continent, and also the globe. And also, there are a lot of things that he said in this video that I just want to give my own honest opinion and also ask a question. Please, if you have an answer to it, let me know at the comment section below. And please, no hate speech here, which is typing all manner of comments. No, if you have something to educate others, please let us know, and how to go about things in Nigeria, and also advise the people of the Igbo, which are the Biafra, how they should go and how they should be united, because he talks about love and unity among them. So there are some few things I want to talk. Before I continue, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel and you've watched this video to this point, please do where to subscribe, comment, like, share, and also don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, oh my goodness, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in, and thank you for always watching my video. God bless you as you do that. So let's get back into the video. My first thing is a question that I want to ask. Do you think the Igbos don't love their self? And another thing, do you think the Igbo don't invest mostly in their homeland, and why? What could be the reason? What could be the cause? Because honestly, based on research, after hearing what the man of God has to say, I actually went to deep dive and dig some things, and truly you could see that in some Igbo states, most of Igbo's investment are done outside their state, even outside Nigerians. Some people own mansions abroad more than they do in their homeland, in their home states and communities. So I just want to ask a question: why is that a tradition, or why is that a norm for the Igbos not to actually invest in their land. And the man of God went further to say that there is no love, there is no unity among the Igbos. Do you think Igbos are divided? Because some sets are rooting for this and others are rooting for different things. I remember during the 2023 presidential election, and he also made mention of that when Peter Obi was coming up to become the president of Nigeria. A lot of people feel like, oh, I can't, instead of you fighting for Biafra, you want to become a president of Nigeria. Where is that actually done? It's not done anywhere. We don't want to support you. Why others were against him, others were in support of him, which I intend to actually look at and say that this thing actually is it really a something or a thing among the Igbos to be hated? But there's something I want you to understand, it's that even the kids that the same mother and father bet them, they intend not to be on the same page in all area of life or opinions about things. So you need to know that hatred can come in different ways. I don't support your ideas or opinion. That does not mean that I don't love you as a person or I hate you to the core. So probably maybe some people were not actually willing to support him. They do not like him coming out to become the president of Nigeria, which he lost. And the Igbo prophet says that the reason why he lost was that there is no unity and there is no love. And one thing with the Igbo is like one leg is on the grave, one leg is outside, and then they'll be shouting, I'm going to die with you, but they will not. So it's very bad that they don't actually put their eggs in one basket. Tomorrow they scattered it in case of incasity. When one thing doesn't work for them, they jump or they hop into the next one to do that. We should look at the issue of Ojukwu, for example, when he agitated for Biafran, when he was head of state in the military governing the eastern states. That was when the Biafra thing started and he wanted Biafra, but since he couldn't achieve that, he came out to contest during Obasanjo's second tenure, which was 2003, but he lost the election. So there are not actually one people that stand in one particular place. You are the one fighting for Biafra. You're the one going to actually campaign to become the next president of Nigeria, which you lost. So if one thing doesn't work for them, they intend to move to the next project. So is that a bad thing or it is a good thing? It's just a question I'm asking, and I'm being honest here. So please let me know if it is a good thing among the Igbos. When one door closes, they force the other door open. But I feel like life should be full of adventures and opportunity. When one door closes onto you, you should actually move on to the next one. That is what me I feel. But what the man of God is saying, that God doesn't want it, God doesn't like it, God is speaking against it. So if you're Igbo or you're a Biafran, you should actually stick to one particular thing, which is Biafra all the way, to make sure that the country come into realizations and actually be a nation on its own and stand with the forces of the people of the Igbo land, daughters and sons of the soil. So Igbos, your mouth shouldn't be divided. And he went further to also make references in terms of body of Christ, which is the Christians, the pastors from the Igbo and also from the West, which are Yorubas in nature, that you can see that almost all Yoruba top pastors, men of God and prophet, they have private jet, but none of the Igbos do have private jet as a pastor. The only one that is actually making wave is Ebuka Obi, and all of them, they are in the Yoruba land, investing, developing, so on and so forth. He went on to make mentions of a lot of things that I'm not going to cover all of them in this video, but I'm just trying to pick out some key points and ask and also give my own opinion, like I said earlier on. So what do you think? Do you think that the Igbos are fond of bad mouthing their own people, or what. And then he went further to talk about that they want to create awareness, and like they should take Mazi Nnamdi Kalu for example. He's one man that actually know what he want and what he stand for and what he stand to gain at the end of the day, whether it's going to cost him his life. He doesn't care. They should take him for example, because he is the type that is agitating for Biafran, and he has always been agitating. He didn't have to put his leg there. He has always been doing it. That if it's not the help of Mazi Nnamdi Kalu, a lot of Igbos will not even be in their community because of Fulani herdsmen. And I'll agree to that, because a lot of us are also suffering it. Those that are from the middle belts that are close to almost all the states in Nigeria, you are suffering for Fulani herdsmen, because they will come to your farmland to spoil your crops. When you say something, they butcher you like nama at the end of the day, and which is something that is bad. It has happened to me. I've lost family members, I've lost loved ones in terms of this whole thing, and a lot of people have been victims of these Fulani herdsmen, and the federal government are not actually doing anything about it or anything to contain that. And he say with the help of Mazi Nnamdi Kalu, he was able to put a lot of people to work, and they guide and make sure that their various states are being secured from the hands of these Fulani herdsmen. So that is a lot on its own, and that man actually stands for what he stands for. He's not going to change his mouth or his tune, and because of that, he has been locked up for so many years. But we hope that he's being released this September, because his next court hearing or case hearing, it's going to be in September, and we are all hoping and praying that he should come out safe and sound at the end of the day. So that is what the Igbo prophet is actually saying concerning the Igbos. And I also want to know what you think, or what do you feel like after hearing what he has to say. So please let me know at the comment section, and please no hate comments here. Let's learn from each other and what you think. And do you think that the Igbos, all they do is to open alcoholic companies to make the Igbos, the middle class, the lower class, drink to stupor? Is that a crime? Like, intend to, or he also said that, but he didn't actually mention name. But with what he's saying, you could actually tell who the person is. So I don't really know. It's that really a crime for someone to actually create a drink, this thing that he uses it to make money? It's that a crime? I just want to know. So these things I don't really know, so I intend to share my ideas, and also want some level of clarification from a lot of us at the comment section. Please, we are here to learn, so let's learn how to learn together. So that is why I'm asking some certain kind of question that I'm asking here, not because I know everything or I intend to say. We all share things on this platform to help each other learn and be aware of what is happening within our vicinity. And then there's something he also said, that Igbos are not notorious businessmen and women. That if you want to make mention of the richest business people in Nigeria from number 1 to 3, Igbo do not see any of those positions. And if you're not part of the first 3, what made you feel that you're notorious business individuals? No, both the men and women, they are not in that category. So they should stop actually making the head of the Igbo swollen or swell up, because they intend to call them notorious businessmen and women, and then they are happy about that. They should stop, because God is not happy with that. So that is just it. And I don't really know. Like I said, we are here to learn and be aware of the things happening within us and around us. So please learn how to drop your comment. That will help us know how to tackle problem, and also share this video to a lot of people to make sure that it gets to many people as fast as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe.